Oh, Zoe done put her foot in her mouth. So as you can see, this is Zoe Kravitz and Jaden Smith. Of course, we all know who both of these individuals are. And I'm coming on here because Zoe Kravitz, like damn near everyone in Hollywood right now who has an opinion, has spoken out against the whole thing involving Will Smith and Chris Rock at the Oscars. Well, people have done their digging on Zoe Kravitz and a comment that she made when she was being interviewed on one of her films that she did, because she was a part of that Divergent series. I liked the first Divergent, but then after the first one, I fell off because I really didn't care for the last two, and I heard the third one was absolute garbage. But she was interviewed on a red carpet for that event, and she was talking to a reporter, and then Jaden Smith had came over. But I'm not going to say anything else. I'm going to play the audio, and we'll go from there.
Huge phenomenon. I'm still kind of finding out what it's like, but I'm honored. It's really nice seeing all these people be really passionate. Jaden, sorry.
Great, perfect.
You made
I've been looking for you for the past forever.
I dragged him out tonight.
Oh my gosh.
He dragged you. This is my date.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking for you for 45 minutes.
Don't leave.
Casually.
I want to. Hey, just don't
Okay,
leave.
yes.
Don't leave. Hang on. Tell him how amazing she looks. Tell me how.
You look like something that you would find in like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
That's
Like,
why
wow.
I keep him around. Don't leave. Sorry, that's like my love of my life.
What did he say you look like?
Willy Wonka is something in Willy Wonka. That's what like a 16-year-old says to you as a compliment. It's great. What was I saying?
He's your date for tonight?
Yes, I dragged him out. I texted him and I said you have to come, so he did. I love him.
Okay, so you just heard that right there. So when she was at the time when she did this, she was 24. This is an old clip. She was 24. Zoe is like around my age. So she was 24. At that time, Jaden Smith was 14. Granted, he sounded like his voice, matured. So he hit that puberty hit hard. But he was 14. There's a 10-year age gap. There's nothing wrong with a 10-year age gap, but the problem is that he was 14 and you're 24 and the legal age is 18. And she's sitting up here talking about he's the love of my life. He's my date. I dragged him out. I asked if he wanted to come and I dragged him out tonight. And if you saw how she was like holding on to him and like rubbing on his chest, you know how like a woman does when she's with her man, like she's holding to, it's a typical pose that couples do. It's the one where the man is holding his woman by her waist and she has her hand on his chest. That's a very typical couples pose that a lot of couples do, especially when they're taking pictures. And that's what she was doing. He had his hand around her shoulder and she had his hand on her chest. As a matter of fact, let me pull the picture. Here it is right here. See where his hand is at and where her hand is at. And the reason why we're talking about this is because she had some words about, like I said, with Will Smith and everything like that. And I think Zoe might be in that position where she's feeling herself because, she's fresh off of doing the Batman. She played Catwoman and now people like her star is rising. But she better be careful because that star can come crashing down just as fast as it rose. We know that you are the daughter of Lisa Bonet, who we know from the Cosby Show, and she's an actress. We know you're the daughter of Lenny Kravitz, who is pretty much a worldwide rock star. And we know that you are the stepdaughter of Jason Momoa, who we all know as Aquaman. So she has three people in her life that pretty much helps elevate her to where she is. She's never had the struggle, just like Jaden and Willow and even Will Smith's older son Trey did not have to struggle because of their father's efforts and a little help from Jada as well, but mainly from their dad. Let's not get it twisted. So she grew up in a very privileged kind of life, just like they did. So that's a similarity there. However, for her to say something like that to a 14-year-old, and she knows her age and she's 24, says a lot about her. And a lot of people pulled this up and now they're calling her a perv. They're calling her a predator, a deviant, a creep, anything right now. I have said in my previous commentaries, I said those who want to throw stones in glass houses better be careful if you got dirt. If your house is dirty, you probably want to sit these opinionated think pieces out. because they are pulling up any and every receipt that they can on people. You got to understand, Will Smith has had such a good reputation that people are going to go to bat for him any chance they get. And if they can find something on you, they're going to do it. Like, they had to dig back to 2013, because I think that, if I'm not mistaken, because I didn't see the movie, I want to believe that Zoe was in that movie After Earth with Will and Jaden. I didn't see the movie, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think that Zoe was in that film. So they already knew each other. Because I saw a picture, I guess it was a set photo where it was Zoe and talking to Will Smith. So I think they did work on that movie together. But yeah, people better be careful out here. Because, like, it's just some people in Hollywood that people are such fans of that they will literally go to bat for them and defend them at all costs. And see, the thing is, Chris Rock's star is not as high as Will Smith. And the crazy part about it is their careers pretty much have like the same span. Like, they came out around the same time. I think Will was a little bit earlier as far as him being a rapper, because he came out like in the late 80s. And I think Chris Rock was more early 90s. But still, they were working around the same time. And you know, Chris Rock worked on an episode of Fresh Prince back in the day. So they know each other. It's not like they were complete strangers. It's just that Will Smith was able to move a little bit further. Not saying that Chris Rock didn't, but people are going to check for Will Smith faster than they will check for a Chris Rock. So people, like I said, just better be careful with the stuff that they say, especially if you got stuff out there that they can use against you. And right now they are going in on Zoe Kravitz. It seems like every time somebody is trending on Twitter and it's connected to Will Smith somehow, there's also something that's going to come right behind it. So it's probably best that if you have an opinion about Will Smith, that you keep it offline or keep it out of the face of these reporters and these interviewers, because they're coming for you. Like, and by there, I'm talking about the people online. They are some vultures. They are about to eat you up and spit out the bone.